Welcome to my channel. Well, I have my BMX bike out. We are just like literally days away from spring. Much of the snow is melting. Still got quite a bit in the backyard there, but the driveway is nice and clear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be going to Raise in a few days. I'm gonna ride my BMX bike there this time because the last two times I went, I rode my DJ bike. There we go. Popped it over. And I want to try some different things. But I haven't ridden this bike in a while, so it's going to feel really awkward to me when I first get on it and ride it. So I thought, why not do a video showing you kind of what I do whenever I have to transition to my BMX bike after not riding it a while. And of course, I've been riding my DJ bike or my mountain bikes or whatever, right? And then jumping on this, it feels squirrely AF. So yeah, I'll just go over kind of the basics of what I do to get familiar with this bike whenever I got to jump on it. And I just kind of do a few things. The first one I do is just kind of get on it and ride it and kind of, just kind of swerve around and just get used to how it feels without bunny hopping, pulling up any wheels or anything like that. I just want to roll around on it and get used to how it feels. So let's do that. Oh yeah, definitely feels weird. Once I feel comfortable with that, I start to pop up the front wheel, pop up the back wheel, just get familiar with kind of that control of the front wheel. Now we got an airplane. Yeah, fun. Pop up the front wheel, pop up the back wheel, and just kind of get familiar with that and feel comfortable with it. So let's go ahead and do that. Doing the manual a little soon. Then from there, I do either or. Usually I just go right into doing a bunny hop. I'll do a little bunny hop, see how it feels, and then make them bigger and bigger and bigger. Of course, I can't bunny hop like I used to, and I'm actually, one of my goals this summer is I've been doing strength training and stuff, so I want to start getting my bunny hop back to being higher. It doesn't have to be like ridiculous like I used to. Probably the biggest bunny hop I ever did was onto there's a pavilion over here at a lake by my house, and I actually bunny hopped up onto the stage, which if I remember right, it's about nipple height. Is that a good measurement tool? It's right around here, somewhere in there, maybe a little lower, but somewhere in here. Pretty high, and I was able to bunny hop on it, but that was like 20 plus years ago. But I don't expect to ever get there again, but if I can bunny hop knee height, I'll be happy, So won't see that today probably, but I'll start a few smaller ones, and I'll do a little medium ones, and I'll try to do some bigger ones. I feel like doing those first few things made the bunny hop feel more comfortable right off the bat. There we go. And then lastly, it's funny, I just waited for an airplane to go over and I feel like there's another one coming. Anyway, and then lastly, what I do is I work on my manual because finding that balance point is really gives you that control of like when is the bike gonna loop out, how far back can I go or whatever. Manuals really dial in like how a bike feels. And sometimes I do the manual thing before I do the bunny hop thing. I alternate it. This time I did the bunny hop thing first. So now I'm gonna just practice some manuals, and again, I'm probably not gonna pull any really good ones because I haven't done it in a while, especially on my BMX bike. And BMX bikes loop out really easily, and the brakes kind of they're not as good as disc brakes, so I get a little nervous about looping out. So we'll see what I can do. So I'll go ahead and try some manuals. The manual is scary. Oh, there's a little one. Peace. So there you go. That is what I do to familiarize myself with my BMX bike. And if I do a bunch of riding on my BMX bike and then jump over to one of my larger bikes, I do the same kind of routine because it's the same thing. It's just safer, I would say, to go from a small bike to a bigger bike. It's less safe to go from a bigger bike to a smaller, more squirrely bike. So you got to be a lot more intention on getting your balance and skills dialed on the BMX bike every time you get on it. If you ride a lot of mountain bikes and stuff and then switch back to a BMX bike, it does get challenging switching back and forth sometimes, but it's good to do a little routine like I did here, so you're sure you have it figured out. Your brain has made that switch. That's kind of what I'm trying to say, is I want to switch my brain over to BMX mode versus mountain bike mode. So yeah, I appreciate your support for my channel. Please like and subscribe. Peace.